to give a speech about somebody who's very special to me, actually holds a dear place in my heart. It's an honor to be before you today and speak on this special person who's a part of our community and who has really been a tremendous role in my educational journey. This Native leader, scholar, educator, and community member has not only helped to mentor me, but many other Native students as well. As I reflect back when I was first introduced to Dr. Annette Reed, it was about several years ago. I have nothing but the utmost respect for her and the contribution she has made in the field of education. You see, during the early part of my educational journey, working on my bachelor's degree at California State University, Sacramento, was when I first came into contact with Dr. Reed. It was then when I joined a program called the McNair Scholars and started to work on my own research. At that time, I had to select a mentor and somebody to help guide me, and that happened to be Dr. Reed. Again, little did I know that I would meet a lifelong friend and actually somebody who became an extended family member. It was Dr. Reed that helped me successfully publish my first research article on tribal enrollment and conflict resolution. Over the course of the next few years, I would learn more about Dr. Reed, how she shared some of my similar interests and experiences, and she had also worked in the field of Indian education. And then I would often hear some of her family stories about her husband, Dr. Crum, who's a faculty member at UC Davis, and how she would refer to him as somebody who helped to rescue her, and she'd often call him jokingly her Indian on a Greyhound. It was Dr. Crum that helped encourage her goals, that I received my educational degree. It seemed like no matter what decision I made in life, she was always right there to support me, and for that, I'm indebted to her. Again, I am proud to say I have learned from one of the best, and now as a tribal chairperson, elected school board member of a local school district, I can put into action my 11 years of college experience. This, again, was only possible with the support of attributed from Dr. Reed and many other people and family members in my community. I would have never gotten as far as I did without that help of those people. Looking back at this now, I can see how critical it was to have a faculty member on a college campus that I could relate to. As a side note, I was the first person in my family to receive a doctorate degree, and I grew up from a single-parent household. And we struggled. There were many barriers. But no matter what, at times when I felt like giving up, it seemed like there was those key people there that would help support me and inspire me to continue on. And how important was that? When we look at the research, there's about 68% of California natives who graduated from high school, and usually it's only about 27% that complete the university requirements to enter a four-year institution. Again, I attributed people like Dr. Reed that helped make it possible for me as a young Native woman to not become one of those statistics. A big thank you to her. She is someone always willing to lend a helping hand and has volunteered numerous times and stepped up in major ways. From holding the yearly Native American Studies and Student Recognition graduation at California State University, Sacramento, to hosting the California Indian Education Conference. Not to mention, she is a representative on the Board of Regents for the California Tribal College. I do think that deserves a big round of applause. Tremendous support for many students in the community, and I'm very proud to stand before you today to honor Dr. Reed as a role model, mentor, colleague, and I'm happy to say an extended family member of mine. If only I could be just this touch of what she's been and a touch of that greatness and when I continue on in the work that I do. Dr. Reed has a strong purpose and leads by example. She's someone that is ready at any time to stand up for what she believes in and puts others before her own needs. Oftentimes at different events, I notice Dr. Reed working quietly in the corner as she shies away usually from any recognition. Education, again, is a pathway that leads towards success, not just for an individual, but for our entire community. Dr. Reed is a true testament of that. And again, I cannot say how much wonderful things that Dr. Reed has done and contributed to me personally. And I'm proud to stand before you today to honor her in this recognition for the field of education and the resolution that I will be handing over to her. So
we've done a little change in the program. We are pleased to have the local assembly member, Kevin McCarty, from District 7, which represents both Sacramento and Yolo counties. Hi, good afternoon. Happy Native American Day here at the State Capitol, 49th Annual. Looking forward to our 50th annual next year. It's great we've been doing this every year here at our State Capitol in Sacramento for 49 years. I have the honor and privilege of representing the area right here at our capital city. As was mentioned, the cities of West Sacramento and Sacramento are in my district, and pleased to be out here today to celebrate today. Looking forward to going to the play over at Sacramento City College tonight. Yes, we'll be there with my two little girls. They want to learn more about our Native American heritage here in California and America. So anyway, I know we have a great program, and I just wanted to come out here today and welcome everybody to our beautiful state capitol, and also to introduce and to present to Dr. Reed here at Sacramento State a resolution recognizing her for her work in this field, in this effort. And Dr. Reed, will you please come up and join me as I present to you this resolution on behalf of the state of California?
I wanted to say thank you, and it really did surprise me because I didn't know who was going to be presenting it. And one of the people, first of all, who presented it, Dr. Martinez, I'm having a hard time. I talk all the time, and people usually can't, shut me up. But I'm kind of getting teary. I'm trying not to cry right now. So it touched me, because when I came up here, the reason I'm holding this shawl right here is because Radio Horse and other people worked on it. And in 2001, they gave it to me and presented it to me at the California Indian Conference that we were hosting at Sac State. And it was with great surprise and pride and humble honor that I accepted it. And they told me when I go to events, remember our students. And so first of all, the first people I want to thank are our students, Sac State students. Thank you. Now, in addition to Sac State, I want to also thank those from all of the community colleges, all of the ones from American River and Sac City, and all the different community colleges. I'd like to thank UC Davis, which I am an alumni of, and as well as UC Berkeley. But it's all those students, all the years, who really touched my heart, because I learned from them, and that we get together and we're able to talk with each other, not only as professor and student, but as human beings, as Native women, as different other forms of communication. I'd like to thank the Tribal Chairmen's Association. I'd like to thank the California State Tribal Liaisons. The people here that organized this event worked tirelessly to put this together. And nobody sees everything going on behind the scenes. I mean, they touch my heart because they do it for the community. I would like to thank all the elders who come out here. And I'd like to thank all of our veterans, our Native veterans, who have given so much to be able to keep our homeland safe, because these are our homelands. Thank you. Myself, I started education actually after I got out of the Army years ago, and I was a helicopter crew chief on Huey's. Yes, that dates me, long time ago. I won't even mention the year. Just when Dr. Martinez said several years ago, I thought that's good enough. And I started at San Francisco City College then ended up going to Berkeley for my BA in Native American Studies. Later I worked with Indian education as a resource teacher at Fremont, California with grades K through 12. Then I went to UC Davis to earn an MA in U.S. history. I didn't want to stop yet because I'm deeply involved in our tribal history. And so I went to Berkeley and now at Sac State. And I love being at Sac State because I love the students there, the people, there's a quality education. And I'm on the Board of Regents of the California Tribal College. This is one of the most exciting endeavors that I have seen. 55 nations have now signed resolutions, and I know there's more to come. There's been certificate programs, and one day we will be able to hire a new president. So if any of you know we're doing a presidential search, I'm not putting a plug in or anything, okay? But we are doing a presidential search. And so to be the first president of this California Tribal College. One reason I'm really excited about it is last year a Native student at Sac State told me, who was graduating, if there had been a California Tribal College for me to attend at this time, I would have gone through a lot earlier, going through my educational, goals and transferring to Sac State. So I really hold, all of these types. Also, people always think, oh, well, Annette must always just think about degrees and everything because she's been in the education system so long. But education comes in so many different ways. It comes through our families. It comes through our communities. It comes through that person that's going to teach you how to weave that basket or how to make that necklace. It comes through watching our children and our youth go through everything that they do and the questions they ask. And so education is in so many ways, and there's so many different educators. So I would just like to humbly say thank you. And I would like to say thank you to that native on a greyhound that came all the way up to Smith River when I was thinking about leaving the college, and he talked me into coming back. And little did I know, we ended up getting married 25 years ago. And so, Stephen Crum from the Western Shoshone Nation, you are my heart, my partner, my love, and my best friend. Thank you. And now, I would like to step aside because I am so honored that we have a councilman here from the Tolowa-Dini Nation. And his name is Marvin Richards. And I'm so proud to have him here. And also to say he is my relative, my cousin. And so from my heart, thank you very much, everyone. And he's going to sing for us.
Be here and have you sing, and that's an honor and privilege for me. Thank you very much. I want to lay to down, say, 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 I want to lay to down, I want to lay to down. Hey.